Okay, that was a transition. Um, Hi Cake, how are you? And how is everyone today? So, as you can see, we are back to Cinderella Phenomenon. Even though 2 weeks ago we end Cinderella Phenomenon. However, we end Cinderella Phenomenon with and now what we are going to be playing is Cinderella Phenomenon Evermore, which is the sequel of the game we played before. So we are back with Cinderella Phenomenon. However, it's the second one. Is the happily ever after, basically. Like what happens on happily ever after. Like enchanted and disenchanted. Like what comes after the happy after. And literally like, and they live happily ever after for now, things like that. So yeah, let's just go. Also, I hope that my mic didn't kind of break. Okay, I don't sound like I'm on a Pringle can, so it's fine. Okay. So let's see what we have now. So we have the gallery here. We can see that this changed. And like there is a really big empty space here. So I wonder if this empty space here is related. I don't think you can see my mouse. I don't know, but I hope that the empty space on the desk is actually related with the characters, like we had before, like the glass was coming like piece by piece related to the character. So I wonder if now it's the same, but with probably letters, because she's holding feather and there is ink on the table, and the symbol for this game, instead of shoe, like Cinderella shoe, is actually an envelope. So I probably think we are writing letters to the characters, and they will appear after we finish the good and the bad ending of each character. Let's see. We have Walt's gallery. We have Fruit's gallery. Oh, the flower change. We have Claude, that is aka Karma. Claude is actually Karma's real name. Because Karma is actually like Karma is like 5 names, and the first letter of each name ends up creating the word Karma. So it kinda made a nickname out of his name. There is also that. So his first name it's Claude, but his nickname is Karma because it's the first letter of each of his 5 names makes the word Karma. Then we have Rod. Actually, this is all explained in the game. For who doesn't know and is seeing this right now, it's because I played Rod's and Karma's Roads 5-6 years ago. I never played them on stream, but this is actually something that is said on Karma's routes when we are approaching him and knowing more about him. Then we have Rod, and then we have Chevalier. That is actually Rumpel, aka Rumpel. He gets his name in the end of like both good and bad ending. And on the other routes, he actually also ends up getting his name back. That is Chevalier. So yeah. Also, I don't like the fact that his flower is a sunflower. I prefer Waltz to have the sunflower. That's okay. Then we have the music, which we had before, but we never really explored that much. Then it's the credits. Oh, wait, there's a second page, I didn't notice. Wow, this is a lot of people. I'm not in here though, but this is a lot of people. And then we have achievements. That is like a little stamp that we get after good or bad ending. Here is and then they put like read the dialogue, like how much, if we read everything, probably. This is new. The read dialogue is new. However, the one above is if we don't use the right choice indicator, which I'm probably going to do when I'm. You need to get the good ending without using the right choice indicator, and you can turn that out. And that is what I'm going to do when I'm doing Rod's good ending, because as you know, I normally do the bad ending first, and then I do the good ending, which I normally take note of. So I'm going to use that to do Rod's good ending without the little crystal. I mean, last time it was a crystal, I don't know anymore. But without the right choice indicator here. Let's just start. And for this starting, I'm actually going to start. I'm going like Rod, then Rumple, Chevalier, then Cloud, aka Karma, Fritz, and Waltz. I'm just from the first time I played, I'm just switching Karma and Rumple because I really enjoyed Karma way better than Rumple. And I would actually prefer to do Karma after Fritz. However, since on the last game Fritz and Waltz were actually blocked, you needed to do certain things. I think it needed to do like 3-4 endings to unlock Fritz and Waltz roads. So for that reason I'm putting Karma before Fritz. Otherwise I'll put the other way around. I'm just assuming that in this game is the same thing, or they're all the 5 already unlocked. However, Waltz is best boy and he's going to be last. Sorry, I'm just answering. Yeah, so, but first let's just start with Rod. And I would do Rod after Rumple if Rod isn't actually our sibling. So since Rod is also like our step sibling, I'm doing Rod first because we are just taking that away as fast as we can because we don't want that here. So yeah. After you've made the choice, watch out for the right choice indicator, which will appear on the top right hand corner on the screen, which is the same as before. Can be turned off in the settings, okay? Oh, so it's like, now it's like this? Okay. Remember, good things came to those who wait until midnight. Ooh. Oh, it's the little ring from before when we got the curse. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived a princess. They changed it a little bit, but still has like the same old vibe. She was known as the Ice Princess, named for her frigid art and unwilling coldness toward others. Oh, it's our old hairstyle. The princess stunned all who thought to help her. She was scared to go out into the world, so she locked herself up in her palace. Then, one day, the Ice Princess became the victim of the infamous fairy tale curse and was forced to go from riches to rags. As the princess struggled to come to terms with her new life, she met a very special man. The two endured much strife, helping each other overcome various ordeals. In the end, they emerged victorious. The special man thawed the princess' ice-cold heart and dried her dampened spirits. The two vowed to love each other for the rest of the time. They lived happily ever after. But what happens after happily ever after? I love when games and movies and things go like, but what does happily ever after mean? What comes after that? I love fairy tales. But when they come with these things, I love it even more. So let's put our name again, Viviana. Her Highness, Crown Princess, Viviana Real Brighton. However, on Walt's Code ending, we actually became a queen. It's the only one I remember that we became a queen. So, Choose your path. Really? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay, so. Red is definitely karma. I don't know if they changed colors. Okay, they say, okay, at least they say. So Waltz. Okay, I kind of have the feeling that was Waltz. Because I don't know why this is Rod, isn't it? Yeah, I was right. Rod, Karma, Fritz, Waltz, Riffler. They changed, okay, they already changed Claude and Rumpel here. Also, this is totally different because before we'd see like the character's eyes and it wouldn't be that this animated neither with sound, and we had to go through the prologue and chapter 1 and 2 to go here. Here we just already started it. But also I noticed that they changed some crystal colors, and also how they present the crystal is more like sparkly now as well. I like it. So let's go for Rose. The Wish. Maybe I should have searched how many chapters is that, because the last one had 10. Is this truly what you want, Prince Rod? Remember that a wish is different from a curse. Once it has been cast, it cannot be reversed. I'm sure. I have been pacing in front of the palace gates for what feels like an hour, unable to stand still because I am so agitated. Oh, there's more animation now. The palace gates look like more HD, but I see that our character has more animation now. The style changes, like, and when I mean changes, I mean like evolved. You can see that it evolved, and we just let our hair grow, and we are using our favorite flower, and we left the red and went for the blue. I like it. Where is the messenger? He was supposed to be here 30 minutes ago. Could it be that Rod has forgotten to write to me? My heart drops. You would not forget, right? It is as oh my god, I can't speak. Also, it is probably letters in the beginning, because the glass leaper changes for this letter, and this is exactly the icon that I see down there on my PC. Also, I don't have a crystal as my cursor now. I had before. It was nice. I actually like that I had a crystal. But this also, but like the place with the text and everything also changed, because before it was like the whole down there bar, and now it isn't that much. But I think it also got a little bit higher. And these aren't here on the corner anymore. They are almost in the middle. It is as these depressing thoughts surface that the messenger approached the gates. Good morning, Your Highness. I can't help the sight that escapes my lips. Also, I can see that we have like a little flower now. Just turning near the end of the talk, of the speech. You've arrived later than usual today. Do you have any letters for me? Indeed. The messenger rummages through his bag until he pulls out an envelope embellished with intricate golden swirls. He hands it to me with a flourish. I recognize the envelope design immediately. Rod always uses the same stationery. I also have one letter for His Majesty, and another for Princess Emilaine. I can deliver them. But Your Highness, is this my job? I insist. Shall I make it an order? Baffled, the messenger hands the letters to me. Thank you. No, I should be the one thanking you. Have a pleasant day. I turn toward the palace as the messenger departs. Emilaine is in the middle of a lesson, so I shall deliver a letter to her afterwards. But father should not be unoccupied. But I can see that they keep some music from the previous one. Like this one is from the previous one. I remember this one. I find the king on his throne, eyes glued to a piece of parchment in his hands. He looks up when I step into the room. Our father also changed his design a little bit, but it's like what I said, like the art style evolved. Good morning, Divyana. Good morning, father. Father, I only started calling him that about a year ago. Okay, so this happily ever after happened 1 year after the first game. Or at least the events on this route happen 1 year after the events from the previous game, which means that we are 19 now and Rod is 17. 1 year ago, when the two of us first began trying to mend our relationship. This was awkward at first, but even slow progress is a step forward. I have a letter for you. Father raises an eyebrow and glances at the envelope in my hands. Is there a reason you are delivering this letter? I was already waiting for the messenger. Ah, this is the first letter you have received all week, isn't it? Now I understand your enthusiasm. I turn away, inwardly cursing the heat in my cheeks. Father chuckles. Ah, to be young and in love. He accepts the letter from me and pries open the seal. If you do not need me for anything, then you are excused, Divyana. I court you before heading toward the doors. Behind me, I can hear the king chuckling. I turn curious, and I am surprised to see him grinning. I wonder what Rod wrote to him. I cannot help but wonder as I exit the throne room. In my room, I perch myself on the edge of my bed and undo the seal of the envelope. Parchment smells so much like rose perfume, it makes my heart sink. I miss him so much. I unfold the paper and start reading. Divyana, I apologize for my belated response. I've been so busy with preparations for the Queen's birthday that I've barely had a moment to myself these past few weeks. Wait, you became a queen? I told you before how ridiculously grand the parties in Brugantia are, right? No, wait, huh? Wait, he's on Karma's kingdom? You know, I don't enjoy that kind of decadence. So you can imagine how uncomfortable I was being forced to socialize with Burgundian royals for an entire evening. It was a nightmare. I cannot help but smile as I imagine the skull Rod must have been wearing that night. But I'm happy to say my hard work has paid off. The Queen was delighted with my dance choreography. Wait. Oh yeah! Yeah, we have the dance class with Rod. Rod is actually a really good dancer, I forgot that. I'm not surprised by the Queen's praise. I know how skilled the dancer Rod is. I set the letter down on my lap with a sight, and by then, I find my mind wandering back to the day Rod was whisked away to Burgundia. It was shortly after Parfait granted Rod's wish. Claude offered him a position as Burgundia's royal dance instructor, and Rod immediately took him up on the offer. Insisted that if he wanted to prove himself worthy of my hand, he needed to recraft his reputation from the ground up. Insisted such a thing was unnecessary, but Rod was unwilling to compromise. Turned back to the letter with a sight. I hope all is well in the palace, and that Ham isn't causing you too much trouble. I miss you, Viviana, and can't wait to see you again. I promise to write again soon. I love you. P.S. Sebi says he misses you too. I will love Sebi in this house. The letter ends there, and it is a good thing, for my vision has started to blur with tears. I wiped them away with the back of my hand. I did not even bother to say when he plans on next visiting. Does he even miss me? I clenched my fingers into a fist and startled when I noticed electricity sparking at my knuckles. Close my eyes and take a few deep breaths, and when I open my eyes again, the sparks are all gone. The magic is a temperamental thing, which is why I have to conscientiously tone down my emotions until I have mastered my magic completely. It does not help that my position as a Tenebrar bearer makes my magic more sensitive to negative emotions. If I am not careful, the negative overwhelms my rationality, and we became mother. We don't want that. Parfait said I must possess a strong mind and heart, but that is easier said than done. I fall back on my bed with a groan and wheeled the negative thoughts away. I'm sorry, I'm just seeing notifications, I'm just like, please let it go. Okay, I took them away. It's okay. It has been over a year since Rod left for Burgundia, and while he does his best to visit us when he can, it has been a full 2 months since I last saw him. Why did he ever make that wish? 2 years ago, our relationship... Oh no, so we are 20 actually, and Rod is 18. Right? 2 years ago, our relationship... Yeah, we turned 18, so now we are 20. Oh, so it's... Okay. Yeah, that... no. I'm confused now. But yeah, 2 years ago makes us 20 now, and Rod's 18. Okay, we are just going to see. Because in the beginning they say 1 year ago, and that doesn't make sense to me. 2 years ago, our relationship started with secrets. At first, the only people who knew about us were Emmeline and Ophelia, then the king. Even though Rod and I were not related by blood and had never grown up together, we were still wary of how our relationship must appear to the public. That was why we did not share our relationship with the populace, since secrecy was hardly a solution. In the end, we turned to magic. Oh! Okay, so Rod looks older, but I'm looking at Parfait. What happened to you, Parfait? You don't look as soft as before. Not like in a bad thing, but like, I hope that she isn't sick anymore. Or at least the way that we getting power and helping the balance made her grow healthy again. Fairies can grant wishes? How did I not know of this? Because wishes can be just as dangerous as curses. Parfait claps her hands. But also, her style changed. A long time ago, fairies granted wishes of those who prayed for them. Over time, humans came to depend on these wishes for happiness. She shakes her head. They saw wishes as a convenient magic, but true happiness cannot be obtained by wishing for it. It is something that must be worked toward, and besides, granting so many wishes causes an imbalance between the crystallum. Would that not have been preferable? A life without negativity sounds like a dream. And it shall remain a dream. The Tenebrarum exists for a reason. Remember, there is no light without darkness, Viviana. Too much happiness can make a human selfish and gullible. Humans would be well equipped to recognize threats and danger in that state. The balance is vital. Thus, a new rule was established. Every fairy was allowed to grant only a single wish. If fairies have been able to grant wishes this whole time, then why aren't wishes used to counter the curses during Mother's rule? You know how wishes cannot remove their own curses. The same is true of fairies. We cannot nullify a curse with the power of a wish. In addition, wishes have many limitations, the most important being that they cannot be used to harm anyone. Believe me, Princess, we had many humans wishing for the demise of the witches during the Great War. Couldn't they have just wished for the witch's anger to disappear? We do not have the power to change a person's heart. Besides that, Danihadi overpowered the Lucis during the war, which made it impossible for fairies to even grant wishes. Wish granting takes a significant amount of energy after all. Parfait crosses her arms and smiles. It is tinged with melancholy. Let us return to the topic at hand. Oopsie. If your concern is that you are both perceived as family, then, if Prince Rod wishes it, I can make him a commoner. What? Rod's eyebrows are furrowed. I can tell he is deep in thought. Do not tell me you are considering this, Rod. My curse led to no ends of trouble for my family. I blame myself for that and for the sudden and difficult lifestyle changes we all had to undergo. But now, after all this time, they've become accustomed to living as royals. I can't just take that away from them. I won't improve their lives like that again. Not again. Then we can find another way. One that does not require such sacrifices. Rod remained silent. Rod? I'm sorry, Diviana. That's when I found out that Parfait had already spoken to Rod about wishes earlier. He had even consulted Ophelia and Emmeline before asking me to accompany him into the tavern that day. And so he made his wish. This time he wished to become a commoner rather than a prince. However, unlike the curse, his wish did not affect Ophelia and Emmeline. It's only Rod that no one remembers. Oh, 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 the pain. Like, his blood sister, his blood mother, don't remember him. They just know that we are dating a commoner. Oh my god, this is so messed up. Even now, I am saddened by the fact that he made that decision without considering my feelings. Both of our lives were turned upside down in a heartbeat, and I barely had any time to prepare for it. A knock at the door jolts me from the reverie. Who is it? It's me. May I come in? You may. Oh my god, Emmeline got more mature. She doesn't look like a kid anymore. Like, she feels like, you know, when some people have that aura. Emmeline feels like a lot childish. That was also why I made her voice like this. Now she feels like grown up. Feels like, I don't know. She feels more mature, more adult. Good morning, Diviana. She glances at the open letter on my bed. I take it that's from Rod. Did. He also has a letter for you too. It's on the table. Emmeline's face brightens as she picks up the envelope. Did he say anything about when he plans to return? She sighs when I shake my head. He's a tight flipped as always. Other than me, only Ophelia, Emmeline the King, and the Martian goers recall Rod's trinity. Okay, that's better then. That's better. Like, that way he doesn't, like, that way it doesn't lose pressure, memories and moments with his family, neither the family bond, neither the friends he made. Okay, that's better. At first, there were doubts about whether Parfait could keep their memories of him intact. In the end, it was only possible because she enlisted the help of her cousin, Sina. Sina, who is said to become the next Lucis bearer, had enough power to fine-tune the parameters of Rod's wish. That single caveat has Rod's only requirement, being so close to his own family, refuses to make his wish without knowing for certain they would remember him. I can only imagine how difficult this distance is for you and Ophelia. Emmeline shakes her head. We miss him, but we also know he's doing something he wants to do. Emmeline plops down on the bed beside me. What he is doing is unnecessary. Rod says that what he is doing is for the both of us. Yet he made the decision to go to Gantia on his own. Emmeline gives me a gentle squeeze. You know, he only wins because he felt he needed to prove himself worthy of your hands. Also, now I can see, I've noticed they changed the letter type, and also they put it smaller and in parentheses for when we are thinking. I noticed before, but I only mention now. Why does that even matter? Ophelia was a baker when father married her. Rod loves you, Diviana. That was apparent to all of us. It's why we decided to support his decision. We want you both to be happy. Emmeline pats me on the shoulder, then rises from the bed with a smile. Look at the time. I only meant to come in and check on you, but I've taken so much too much of your time. I'll show myself out now. I don't want you to be late for your magic lessons. Thank you, Emmeline. Of course. I'm always happy to help. Emmeline gives me a quick hug before leaving. I return my attention to Rod's letter. I should probably write back, but... Oops. I'm still irritated he did not provide a date for his next visit. How long does he plan on keeping us waiting? So now I believe... Oh! I like this animation here. And how things change. Okay, so now it's way easier for me to not mess up when loading and saving. Now it's way easier. I feel like not writing back. But we are late but we need to go to our lesson. And Rod would appreciate if we prioritize ourselves. However, if we don't write him back, we may not write him back at all for like a while, and that may make him feel bad because he can be waiting for his letter like we were waiting. I don't know what. I'll be right back. Wait, how? I'm back. Hi, Shoko. I just need to change something and I'm ending stream earlier like I did yesterday again. So yeah. But hi Shoko, how are you? What a great time you had, huh? You have to wait for me to be right back to appear. But thank you for the reset, I really appreciate it. And then please go rest. Thank you. I'm not right back though. I'm not. Not right back. I do not think writing him right now would be wise, especially when I'm likely to write something I may regret. I will send him a letter once my anger has cooled. I glance at the clock, realizing it is almost time for my magic lesson with Waltz. I take a deep breath and wheel away my gloomy thoughts before heading to the forest. It has been 3 days since I received Rod's letter, and I'm still agitated by it. Does he not miss me? Viviana, I conjured the shield at the last minute, just barely managing to block Walt's magic as it comes racing toward me. Hello, Walt. Oh wait, you were distracted. If this was a real battle, you would have been hurt. You're so caring for it, too. It's not soon. Go rest. Thank you. Sorry. Walt sighs as he rubs at the back of his neck. Let's call it a day. Okay. Wait, it's just... Yeah, this is just... Okay. If you don't mind my asking, is this about Rod? No? Liar. Walt just smiles at me innocently when I call at him. You're as easy to read as always, princess. You're sure you don't want to talk about it? There's nothing. Doesn't seem like it. It's just being in a long-distance relationship is difficult. I never wanted this. A dent appears between Walt's eyebrows. I cut him off before he can respond. Forget I said anything. I apologize for wasting your time today. I'll do better next time. Waltz looks at me worriedly. Would you at least like to stop by the Martian before heading back to the palace? I'm sure Lady Parfendlore would be glad to see you, and he's too. It's been a while since you visited. I think I would like that. It will be a good distraction from my thoughts. Walt and I walk back to the Martian together. Thankfully, because he's a witch so well trusted by Father, there is no need for a night escort today. The quiet companionship is nice. Walt does not bother me as much as I mull over my thoughts. Oh, and he's also became more adult. We had a lot of growth from the characters, I feel like. Wait, did my... Huh? Why is that what I'm seeing on my game is different from what is showing on stream? What? Huh? Okay. Princess? and it greets me first when I step into the Martian. Hello, oops. Yeah, it isn't showing everything. Hello, Miss, it's been a while. It's been weeks. Please make yourself at home while I prepare the Martian special hot chocolate. I look through the doorway into the notable empty tavern area and raise an eyebrow. Do you not have any customers today? Why isn't Annie's speech appearing? Well, when I see if this was a good or bad, I'll be closely early today for a restock. I see. Annie smiles again before disappearing into the kitchen. Take a seat at the city. Walsh sits across from me. I look around and realize how quiet Martian is, even though it has been 2 years since I left this place. I'm still not accustomed to seeing it so empty. It is hard to believe this place was so crowded before, but now the Martian is just an ordinary tavern. Even like, what a tavern. Innocent walls are the only borders who remained after I started breaking the fairy tale curse. Carl and Julian returned to the Order of Caldera, and Chevalier to this clinic. Claude, of course, returned to his own kingdom. Todd, it feels rather empty now. I'm glad to know everyone still visits occasionally. Sorry, this is bothering me a lot. This is bothering me a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Hi Kurama, how are you? Yeah, this... I don't know why in this one I need to share the window capture instead of the game capture, but yeah. Wait, did I say Kurama? This I saw it. Wait, huh? Look, I didn't recognize my mom today, okay? I'm sorry if I'm doing a lot of mistakes, I'm sorry if there is a lot of trouble, if I'm mistaking people, but, I saw it, how are you? Yeah, I didn't recognize my mom. So, like, no, solid, I'm just really tired. Like, when I mean I didn't recognize my mom, I literally stood up, looking at my mom and thinking, that person is wearing the same clothes that my mom normally uses. That person is really similar to my mom. Oh wait, that's my mom. Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you for that, Pat. This is, like, for now, my game wasn't working properly in the game capture, and I only noticed it now. So, 1 hour after, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, now you can see my mouse. Before it appeared. Oh, yeah, okay. Where was I? This quiet is still so strange. So much has changed since you broke the fairy tale curse. Not all of them. There are still people out there who are cursed. Don't worry, they'll keep coming to you as the word spreads. And I mentioned before that Laura and I might be able to help you find a way to drain the cursed magic entirely from the Tenebrarum. That would solve the issue entirely. Wait, did they found Mother's corpse yet or not? Because when the game ends, Alcaster and Mitros were the main villains in this one. Like, there was nothing like Mother Resurrect. So we never saw Mother in the crystal. So did they actually end up bumping into Mother in the meantime in these 2 years? Or they still didn't saw it? It is at times like this that my thoughts shift to Fritz. I've not seen him for 2 years, not since I became the Tenebrarum bearer. Miss, who is not now the fairy's prisoner, confessed to inflict the fairy tale curse upon him. When we asked him for Fritz's location, he refused, claiming it was too late to reverse the curse. Even now, we have no idea of Fritz's whereabouts. Are you thinking about Sir Fritz, Charles? I look up in surprise. How did you know? You've been worrying about him ever since you found out he was cursed. Right now, all we can do is have faith he'll return one day. And maybe, if we can expel the curse from the crystal entirely, he'll come back without the curse. That truly would be the best case scenario. The room is briefly silent before I look up at Walt's curious. Sorry, I'm just working stuff. What about you, Waltz? What are your plans for the future? Well, I've only ever wanted one thing. Now that it's happened, I'll have to think of something else. Oh. It's not important, just some happiness for a friend. Oh. My hand is skeptically. Is there nothing else? Something for you? Right now, I'm happy just focusing on my students. There is a twinkle in Walt's eyes, and he mentions them. I cannot help but smile. Walt is so cute! Walt has been teaching young witches how to use their magic for about a year now. Apparently, he's a very good with children, which makes him an excellent tutor. Yeah, was it so cute? So cute with kids. Because he kind of got cursed into being one for a couple of years. I am glad I am no longer his only student. I'm grateful Great Lady Parfait keeps the margin open. It's a great place to teach. Can imagine. Speaking of parfait, how is her training with Sina? I've only met Sina once, and that was when Rod made his wish. I do not know much about him, save for the fact he is Parfait's cousin, and next in line to be a bearer of the crystal molasses. Oh, so Sina is a guy, and is a fairy guy. Okay. No, why is everything falling lately? What have I done to you? I swear, if you fall, I'll just get pissed off. I've only met him once, but can tell he has a strong personality. I want to meet him now. Tina is very talented, but he can be difficult. That sounds like him. Like, no, I really want to know what kind of personality he has. Like, is it too much energy? Like, how is it in terms of personality? Like, how is it? Right. But if anyone can smooth down frayed edges, it's perfect. Enes returns with 3 mugs of hot chocolate. We spend some time catching up. Later, after I've drained my mug, I excuse myself to head back to the palace. Fortunately, because it is late, I do not have the chance to see either Parfait or Delora. There is always next time. Our eyes just blink. I say my goodbyes to Nis before heading back to the palace with Walt as an escort. Oops. Later, after Walt leaves, I am walking toward my room when a maid appears before me. She bows. Good evening, Your Highness. His Majesty is asking you for you in the throne room. Okay, so that was a bad choice. Okay. I'm most certainly that was a bad choice now. However, I wanted to check something. No. The safe is a feather, okay. Good evening, Your What could he want from me at this hour? I'll be there shortly. The maid bows again before walking away. Father is standing in front of the window when I arrive, his gaze far away. You asked for me, Father? Ah, there you are. He gestures for me to stand beside him, then turns his attention back to the window. I follow his gaze with spectacularly beautiful moon. Beautiful night, is it not? Indeed. Father, why have you called for me? Viviana, this change in tone is concerning. I am tense when he turns toward me. I've called you here to discuss a special ball I would like to throw you next month. It does not take long for a familiar irritation to start burning in my heart. Could this be the suitor's ball by any chance? Yet another ball meant to pressure me into finding a husband. Well, you are well past the traditional marrying age for royalty, but you know the reason why I'm unmarried. I ball my hands into tight fists. Refuse to have this ball, and nothing you do or say will change my mind. Father sighs and rubs his temples. And here I thought I could surprise you. Surprise me? If that is your goal, then this is a most pleasant surprise. Roddy was coming to the ball. Roddy was the one who asked for the ball. Do you want to see it? Yep, it's Rod. It wouldn't be unpleasant if you would just let him finish what he has to say. Hmm? The voice comes from behind me. It's a voice I have not heard in months. I turn and stare at the man approaching us. He wears a familiar, endearing scowl. I run to him without thinking and throw my arms around his neck. That isn't his neck. That isn't his neck. I let out a breathless laugh when he set his hand on the small of my back. Hello, Diana. I cling to him tightly, hardly believing that he is here, but I can feel his breath against my neck when he speaks, and I know for a certain it is not dream. It is not dream. I'm back. I'm sorry for making you wait for so long. Oops. I bury my face into his chest, relishing his warmth. I can feel tears welling in my eyes, and, in my happiness, I do not even bother to brush them away. For the first time in months, I feel buoyant. I don't know if that's how you say it. It has been so long since I embraced him. Eventually, I pull myself away and try to compose myself, but I cannot wipe the smile from my face. What are you doing here? Why did you not tell me you were coming? I turned to Father. What is going on? Remember that letter you gave me a few days ago? He told me to expect him on this day, but to not tell you because he wanted it to be a surprise. And ball? Father laughs. It will be a celebratory night, not a suitor's ball. Because of your artwork as a Tenebrarum bearer, this kingdom has known peace for the first time in a long while. Viviana, it is only natural we show our appreciation. I misunderstood. Father, I apologize for jumping into conclusions. This is me. It's me. I'm just into the conclusion, and then, oops. Father waves and was a dismissive and there's no need for apologies. Now I shall leave you two alone. Can imagine you have a lot of to catch up to do. Oh wait. Oh crap. I didn't take my pill. This is how tired I am. I forgot to take my pill. Even with an alarm, do not forget. Oh my god. I'm dying here. And I apologize for my behavior because it is me starting to get sleepy. Oh yeah. Now I shall leave you two alone. I can imagine you have a lot of catching up to do. He smiles at us before taking his leave. When we are finally home alone, I turn to Rod with a scowl. Why do you have that look on your face? Oh no, 3 choices. No. We don't do the 3 choices here. No. Oh, this is enough. We don't do the 3 choices here, I'm sorry. We fail on the 3 choices. Evermore. this. Okay. Let me guess, you're mad because I made you wait so long. Good. Of course I'm mad. Okay? We don't do three choices here. Because I would put this one and this was the worst one. I snapped at him without meaning to. I haven't seen you in months. Not only that, but you offered no indication as to when you were coming back to Angel in your letters. You told me you'd keep me appraised for your actions, and yet you have been so distant. Rod shakes his head. You know the reason I haven't been able to keep you in touch lately. In Brigantia, celebrations take months to prepare. Barely had any free time on my hands. Can we not fight? It is not how I imagine our reunion would go. I know it's my fault you're mad, and I'm sorry. I will apologize as many times as you need me to. I sighed. It is impossible for me to remain angry at him, especially after being separated for so long. Rod runs a hand through his hair and smiles. So much of making this a surprise. I'd have preferred you notify me. I should have realized. I do like surprises. They just have to be the right kind. Rod sighed. I'll have to do better next time then. A soft but comfortable silence ensues after he makes his promise. Take advantage of the moments to study him. It has been only 2 months, yet it feels like he has changed so much since I last saw him. Stop staring at me like that. Rod turns away, his cheeks dusted pink, but he is still the same awkward Rod. I pause, realizing a certain plush toy is conspicuously missing from his shoulder. Where is Abby? He's back in my room. You know how much she babbles. I didn't want him to ruin our reunion. I'd love Savvy to be here sipping the tea with us. At least he can't read your thoughts anymore. That doesn't stop him from trying to do it anyway, and he succeeds most of the time. Rod hefts a hand onto his hip. Have you been faring lately? I've been well, all things considered. And the nightmares? Ever since I became the Tenebran, my nightmares have become more intense. It is an unfortunate side effect of the negativity gathered in the crystal. The nightmares are worst whenever I am under a high level of stress. The nightmares have intensified these past few months on account of my worry for Rod. But he just came back. I do not want to worry him about such things. Rod frowns when I do not answer. They're getting worse, aren't they? They are, but they're still manageable. Rod closes the distance between us and drops me in his arms. Thank you for the hydration, solid. Double E. I'm sorry, I know it's my fault. You are not to blame for this. I am the Tenebran Baron. Having nightmares is just an unfortunate side effect of my job. But I made them worse. That I cannot deny. I gently push Rod back so that I can look at him. That is why you need to make it up to me. I'll do my best. Oh my god. He says the words in such a serious expression that I cannot help but giggle. Why are you laughing at me? Emmy said you're glower? What is glower? What is glower? And am I pronouncing it correctly? Translation. Oh, it's glower. Okay. Like flower. That was why it was appearing flower instead of glower. Okay. Rod sighs and shakes his head. Do you have to point that every time my face changes? If it embarrasses you, then yes. He clears his throat. Anyway, I'll make it up to you. How about we go somewhere together to help you relax? I stare at him. The two of us? In public? My heart flutters, and at the thought, we have been hiding our relationship for so long that we have been unable to go anywhere together in public. So long as we're discreet, I think we can make it work. More choice, more choice. I think we have been hanging out together a lot on the forest, and I feel like Rod wants to go not a step back, but go forward in a relationship, advance. So probably the town would be a good choice here. So I'm putting the forest as a blind one. However, the forest can give us back a lot of memories that we had together before Rod went away. So I don't know. Also, I don't see the indicator here, so I'm also curious how it is looking. It's been a while since we last visited the forest. I hear that there are apples on some of the trees now, and all of us used to dance there. It was always my favorite time of the day. It is as if Rod can read my mind. He raises an eyebrow and smiles. It's always been a good place to dance. Yes. Alright then, forest it is. And we can avoid crowds altogether that way too. He glances out the window at the moon hanging high in the sky. Wait, you should get some sleep. I'll escort you back to your room, but the last thing I want is to start unnecessary rumors. It's a shame, but he definitely has a point. If the servants saw him leading me back to my room, now they would be confused. Rod is, after all, still a visitor in these halls. I must be making a face because Rod grins as he sets a hand on my shoulder. Rest assured, I will still be here in the morning. I stare at him in surprise. Wait, what are you saying? Staying the night? Wait, are you staying the night? Rod nods, smiling. I am shocked into silence. Whenever Rod comes to see us, we always stays the night in the Martian too, avoid unnecessary gossiping regarding his visits. I'll explain tomorrow. When I continue staring at him, he rolls his eyes. I'm not a witch, you know. I can't teleport to Brigantia that quickly. I promise I'll be here in the morning. I will hold you to that promise then. A returning smile before leaving the throne room. Okay, so yeah, the forest was definitely the bad choice. Unless we using here. I spent the night pondering Rod's sudden reappearance. He said he wanted to surprise me, but is there another reason he showed up so suddenly? Viviana, it's me. I opened the door to find Emily smiling at me so brightly. She seemed to shine. So, did you see him? Let me guess, everyone knew he was coming except for me. Well, it wouldn't have been much of a surprise if you knew. Emmeline closes the door behind her and walks over to sit on the bed. I notice that she has her hands behind her back. What if I told you we had another guest? Oh? Emmeline shifts and I can see now that she's grasping a very familiar plush toy in her hands. Seppi. Hello, princess. Long time no see. I reach forward to pat him affectionately on the head. It's good to see you again. I hope you've been taking good care of Rod. Of course. I've been standing in for Ophelia this whole time. I'm glad Rod still brings Seppi around with him. Emmeline sighs and falls back against the bed with a content smile. It's really nice. It's really so nice to have Rod and Seppi back. You should have seen Mother last night. She was in tears. My heart sinks when I notice Emmeline's gloomy expression. It's unfortunate we can't openly show him any affection. Right, because the servants and nobles would be confused to see the royal family treating an outsider with such fondness. I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing, Tiziana? You didn't do anything wrong. I'm the reason Rod is no longer a part of the family. I'm the reason he's no longer your brother. Nonsense. No matter what, Rod is still and will always be my little brother. She's so mad. She's so mad. I never imagined seeing Emmeline mad. Emmeline is so mad. Look at her face. He is still my little brother. He can't run away from me that easily. Little brother. Emmeline laughs. I know it definitely doesn't look little anymore, but it's not like his eyes changed anything. His eyes changed anything. Feels like, yeah. He big boy now, but he's still a baby. That's how she is. She smiles wistfully. When we were young, I remember adamantly telling him he would never be as tall as me. He snapped at me, and from that day on, drank at least 1 glass of milk every day. Sounds to me like nothing's changed. Rod still drinks at least a glass of milk a day, you know. The thought of a younger, irritable Rod makes me smile. Oh? Emmeline sits up silently, staring at the clock. It's true. Time really does fly when you're in a good company. But it's about time we get going. Emmeline grabs my hand. Before I realize what is happening, she is pulling me out of and into the corridor with her. Oh, wait! Where are you going? Have you forgotten, Viviana? It's time for our dance lessons. We don't want to be late for introductions. Dance lessons? What are you talking about? I do not have dance lessons. You do have, Viviana. What is all What is this all of a sudden? Oh my god. Can I slap myself? Well, Mother thinks you should begin taking them. Father even took the liberty to invite one of the best dance instructors off to NGL. Emmeline winks as she passes and pushes the door to the throne room open. Oh my god, Ophelia looks so pretty. Everything I had been thinking falls to pieces the moment I enter the chamber and I see Ross speaking with Father and Ophelia. Ross? Meet our new dance instructor. I hear he has quite the reputation in Brigantia. There's no need to exaggerate, Am. Exaggerating? Never. I speak only the truth. Ah, you're finally here, Divyana. I had no time to fill you in last night, but whoopsie. But as I am sure Emmeline explained it, Rod is officially our new royal dance instructor. Yeah, she explained it really clearly, huh? Yeah, she just slapped that in our face, you know? She just approached us like, yeah, we are going to have dance classes. In that way you can date Rod. And he can be here. Just like that. I start baffled. Did they all know about this too? Kind of, yeah. Rod clears his throat. His Majesty tells me you require instruction in traditional Brigantia dancing. His lips quiver mischievously. Imagine you have a long way to go before you can boast about your skills. I make you swallow those words. Good. That's the kind of spirit I like to see. Father crosses his arms and smiles. You understand then? Rod will be staying with us as our very special guest until the ball. The ball? What happens afterwards? Mischievous fades from Rod's face abruptly. He turns away, eyes distant. Is he going to leave again? Divyana, let's not think about that now. That's right. Let's focus on the here and now. Ophelia and Emmeline optimism lifts my heart. Ophelia has a point. I should make the most of this time. After the announcement, Father and Ophelia turn their discussion to the ball. Rod approaches me. In no time at all, his fingers are interlaced through mine. Please be patient with me, Divyana. I have a plan for the future, I promised. I squeeze his hand back and nod. I hope he's right. I hope that this time I'll not have to wait long. The perfect time for us to end here. Anxiety, wow. Why life? Why you do this to me? No, really, why are this? Why does the second chapter need to be called anxiety? Why? Oh, now we have okay. So every time we go back to the main screen, we see this. Okay. So yeah. Hello. Okay. So who are we rating? Huh? Who are we rating? Because I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let me see who is online. Well, I don't think I. Did I read Zill in a while? I don't think so. I don't remember when was the last time I read Zill. Or when was the last time I read Zeph though? I feel like I read Zeph No, I read Zeph 2 weeks ago. Is there anyone that I never read it before streaming though? Demon out is on. No, she's but she's with Crypty and Maka. But it's been 2 hours, so yeah. Well, we're reading Zeph. Hi Kuraman. Thank you for the redeems. You arrived in time for the raid, huh? So yeah, we are reading Zeph. Yeah, today's a short stream because I have to. But here is a red message for who is up or who is on sub. The red message will be this one. I almost cancelled today's stream, to be honest, but then I was like, nah, I want to stream. Yeah, we are reading the... Yeah, thank you so much to... It's okay, Chrome, don't worry about it. So yeah, thank you so much to everyone joining me today. I really appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow with an 8-hour stream celebrating Christmas plus 1 year of streaming, because the first stream I did was on December 23, which is tomorrow. So 1 year of streaming exactly tomorrow. So see you all tomorrow. If anyone has questions, I'm doing a Q&A. You can send me your questions on the link on the pin message, and I'll be back tomorrow with some friends, also on. So till tomorrow. Bye bye.